So, Matt, I understand you also visited Graceland on at least one occasion.
On one occasion, yeah. Uh, um, Greyhound, the bus company, announced that they had an offer, a 9-day Ameripass, which was, I didn't, my budget was, not not much then. Um, so my wonderful host family, they wrote a note for school out of town, and they let me, go alone. 18 years old, let me go alone uh,
Mm,
to Memphis.
right, on the Greyhound.
Yeah, uh, and I started in Oakland, California, and it was the bus station was in a bad part of town,
Mm,
and so they said just go straight in. Don't stop, just go straight in. And
straight onto the
uh,
bus, you mean?
yeah, straight to the bus station. And
Mm,
it took I planned it a little wrong. I planned that I would go to Chicago and then from Chicago to Memphis.
mm,
That cost me 12 hours extra travel time, because you could go across Denver and to Memphis.
mm, mm.
But I went first to Chicago. Three, uh, no stopovers. I just went straight to Chicago. Uh, Spent you know nights on the bus, sitting in the same
Yeah.
seat, and
So that's from California to Chicago,
yeah,
non-stop.
yeah, and then just a couple of hours waiting for the bus to Memphis. So when I got to Memphis, around it was in the around midnight, and I had traveled for 3 days and 3 nights. You
Wow.
know,
Just with
wearing the
two
same
hour,
clothes.
uh, with just that 2 hour break in between.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I tried to get a hotel room at a nice hotel there, but they didn't have any rooms. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I did, I didn't look so nice after 3 days on the bus. But uh, I got a room at Hotel Tennessee. It's been torn down now.
Mm,
Was uh, like $6 a night.
yeah. So there's no
But
internet then, of
it
course.
had
But
the room had a shower, and well, I slept well also.
right.
And I didn't know anything if Elvis would be home in Graceland or anything. I just, it was just a long shot going to
Mm.
Graceland. I wanted to see, you know, just the gates and the house from the street. That would have done it for me.
Right. This was March
But
77, right?
March 77, yeah. After that first hotel night, um, I actually started walking towards Graceland. I didn't know how far away it is, but I walked, and then after a long walk, I found myself in a part of town where I was the only white guy.
Right.
Yeah, and I got a little nervous. Thought about maybe I should take the bus, so I did. And I got to Graceland, and actually, I I didn't know on what side of the road Graceland would be. So I
Mm.
was sitting on the right side of the bus, and I missed Graceland.
Right.
I went past, and so at the end station, the driver asked me, "Where are you going?" I said, "To Elvis's house." "Oh, you missed it." So I went back again and got off at the right place, and
Uh-huh.
uh, there I saw um, what I assumed was Elvis's uncle with
Hmm.
two tourists at the gate. So I went and talked to him, and got a picture with Bester Presley, and he said, uh, "Come back later. You might, Elvis is leaving for a tour tonight." So I went and got a hotel room nearby and came back, and that was in late in the afternoon. And he said he was still there, and he said there's no use for you waiting so early. Come back later.
Mm.
Um, but he arranged a meeting with me the following morning. He would take me up to the house and take pictures of me on the steps of Graceland. So
Mm.
that was very generous of him.
Right,
And
right.
so anyway, I went back to my hotel and maybe I, well, had lunch. No lunch, dinner, and and came back in at night when the guard Fred Stoll was working, and so he let me into the gatehouse, a little gatehouse there at the gates, and um, a few other fans, local fans, dropped in during the course of the evening, and so we were at the end. We were like a total of 10 or 12 fans waiting for Elvis to go on a tour,
Hmm.
you know, and there was a lot of activity. I saw Elvis's dad pass by and his doctor, Dr. Nick.
Mm-mm.
Uh, and well, um, it was 20 minutes before midnight. Elvis's limousine finally uh, came down the driveway and passed us. And I ran out through the gates, and with the camera above my head, I took a photo of Elvis in the car with Ginger.
Right.
And one of the girls that had been waiting, Cricket, which was she almost lived at the gates.
Cricket.
Uh, Cricket. She was in she was in a scene, and that's the way it is.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't know her last name now, but I got in contact with her years later, and she remembered everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then her last name was Coulter, Cricket Coulter, but I think she has remarried since then.
Right. Right.
Anyway, she told me, get into my car, an old Japanese car, and we chased after Elvis's limo to the airport,
Paparazzi.
and yeah, and we caught up with it,
Right.
and we were sometimes we were in front of it, sometimes side by side,
Uh-huh.
and I tried to take a picture through the window, but the back window was only partially rolled down, so
Mm.
it's yeah. You can see if you look closely, you can see Ginger waving at me, and
Right.
yeah, and so there were no other cars, just his limo and our car, and he uh, went directly to the airplane, Lisa Marie, and we went back, and um, that was it. And the next day, I went and met with Vester Presley. He took me up to the house, and he left me behind the house in his car, and the International Scout. And he said, "Don't leave the car." So I was sitting there for 15, 20 minutes, looking at Elvis's backyard
Mm.
and alone.
Is that when you took the pictures around the back?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see Lisa Marie's uh, playthings in the backyard there.
Mm.
And also you can see the Jeep that Elvis used in Blue Hawaii
All
with
right.
the pink uh, or apricot colored
Yeah,
Jeep.
yeah.
He brought that back with him, so that's in Blue Hawaii film.
Wow. That had been there a long
Um,
time, hadn't it?
uh, and and then we got back to the gatehouse, and uh, Cricket was there again, and
Mm.
uh, Vester Presley left. He said he had things to do, and he left the gate with Cricket and me. Um, um, and then at one point, I got to operate the musical gates,
Mhm. That from
which
inside
is
the
a big,
gatehouse.
yeah, yeah. That was a metal button that you pulled,
Right.
which was a great thing for Elvis fan to have done.
Sure, yeah. Oh.
And then there was a note on the wall, the tour schedule written
Mm.
with a pencil. And so we figured out that I could, on the way back to California, I could try to to get tickets to the show in Amarillo, which was on um, the following night.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So I went straight to the uh, bus station in Memphis and took the first available bus west. And one incident on that trip was that uh, four uh, 4 hours away from Memphis, or I don't know 4 hours, but a long way from Memphis,
Mm.
the bus broke down in a town called Stuttgart, Arkansas, which had wooden sidewalks and silos um, and so we had to wait 4 hours for them to send out a new bus from Memphis.
Right.
And while we were waiting, a lady uh, came to me with a hamburger,
Hmm.
said she thought I looked hungry.
Was it a Greyhound bus?
It was a Greyhound. So
Right. Just like
it
in the
was
song Promised Land. Hound broke
yeah, well,
down.
I was thinking the same. The Hound broke down in downtown Birmingham
Yeah,
or
yeah. Left us
whatever.
all stranded. Yeah.
Yeah, it left us all stranded in downtown Birmingham.
Right.
Well, yeah, I got stranded in Stuttgart, Arkansas. But
Oh,
uh, finally, after a night on the bus, arrived in Amarillo, Texas, in the Texas Panhandle,
mm.
and uh, got a motel room and went to the Civic Center, and they didn't have any tickets left.
All right.
But no, but I told my story. I had been to Elvis's house in Memphis, and I showed them. I had bought uh, prints from Vester Presley. He had a little side business, so he signed them on the back, and so I showed them that, and I told them I was from Sweden, and
Mm.
so they did have one ticket. She
Right.
bent down and had one ticket,
Hmm.
and she said, "If you want to, you can go inside and see where your seat is." So I went inside this arena, and while they were setting up the stage for Elvis's show that night, and sat alone in that arena in my seat, and watched while they were setting up the stage.
Right.
And
That must
and
have been
then
epic.
yeah, then uh, I was back at night, and uh, uh, I got to talk to some people in the line, and they were very interested about my trip, and
Mm.
they even one couple offered me. They had an extra ticket. They said if our ticket is better, we will let you trade.
Oh, that's very
and
nice.
but it wasn't. I was in a good seat,
Right.
uh, on the floor, like I think in 11th row or something,
Mm-mm.
and and uh, and that show was it was great seeing Elvis again, but he didn't look healthy, Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a picture of him from that tour. I think from that concert in this book here, um, Rocking Across Texas. Just one
mm,
photograph of
mm,
him, and yeah,
mm,
it's not a very good, not a very flattering picture.
mm, no, and of course there is a FTD album from that concert,
Yeah,
but
Amarillo 77. Yeah,
it's not complete.
no.
Some parts missing, and
Mhm.
uh, among other things, when he started Hurt, it was a false start, and he held on to his stomach and said, I know why they call this song Hurt."
Oh, no,
So I don't think he was joking. I
no, no,
think,
no, probably not.
yeah,
No.
but uh, it was not one of his best shows, obviously.
No, that's yeah.
But like hearing him sing "My Way" was so wonderful,
Mm-mm.
uh, and
Yeah, because he didn't do that song every night, did he, at that point? This is a picture
no,
I'm referring to, the one
yeah, yeah.
just here.
There's uh, um, you can on YouTube. There is uh, video of him, not from Amarillo, but from the following nights on that
Right.
tour, and he cut that tour short for health reasons.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Now you said you mentioned in an email to me that something happened near the beginning of the show, which again is not on the
yeah,
um
yeah, yeah.
CD.
I fear it must have been after CC Rider. He's CC Rider and I Got a Woman are not on the DVD, so it
Yeah.
must have been uh, after the first songs. Uh, he said, you haven't been nice to me in this town before,"
Hmm.
and some people started booing. And
Right.
then he said, but you tonight are a very nice audience.
Right.
So
Have you any idea?
I don't know what he was referring to. He had been there in 1974, but
Yeah.
also, of course, back in the 50s.
Yeah, that's true.
So it could have been something that happened, back in the 50s.
Yeah, I guess so because the 74 concert, which is available, isn't it?
Mm.
In Amarillo from 74. There doesn't seem to be any problem with Elvis in the audience in that show. It seems like a really
No,
good show. So yeah,
yeah.
I agree. It might very well go back to 1955. Or do you think they maybe just have been joking?
I, I don't think so.
Mm.
There must have been something to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that. But after that, it doesn't seem like there was any problem between Elvis and I guess it was just a few people in the crowd that were booing, right?
Yeah. And one thing that I noted in that concert in Amarillo, there was a there was a guy that I talked to in line getting in, and he was wearing a Elvis jumpsuit. Yeah, he looked like
Right.
an Elvis copy with sideburns and everything, and he had been an Elvis fan. He said all his life, and he had never seen Elvis. But a few songs into the show, I saw him. I saw him leave the arena, and it looked like he was, crying.
Really?
So I guess he was shocked by Elvis's appearance, that it wasn't what he had expected,
Yeah, or maybe not just the
or it
sight, but
was
the
just
sound.
the
Yeah,
emotion
yeah.
that was too much. But
He didn't come
I
back
just
though,
know.
did
No, he didn't come back. I noted that. Um, uh,
That's interesting.
but
Yeah.
in the concerts, um, n- uh, not many were collectors and Elvis fans like me. It was general public
Hmm.
to the most part, for the most part. Uh,
Yeah.
Elvis was such a mm, cultural phenomenon. You know, um, I would compare him to um, like Muhammad Ali or Evel Knievel
Right.
at that time. Uh,
My
uh,
impression has always been that it was the fans that went to the tour shows, whereas the Vegas shows were more likely to be attended by not only fans, but celebs and curious
yeah, yeah, but
non-fans.
it's close. Yeah, in Las Vegas, of course, but the tour shows had more of a mixed audience with um, all walks of life,
Mm,
and it wasn't that expensive to go to see, see a tour show. And there
yeah.
were children, there were grandmas, everybody were, you know.
Mm.
Uh, in Las Vegas, it was a different sort of audience.
Right, right. Yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder if anybody in watching the video will know what that was all about with the booing. We'll be curious to find
Oh
out.
yeah, if somebody from Amarillo could could see this, that they might have an idea. But it's so if it was in the 50s, it's most people are not around anymore.
Yeah,
Uh,
a lot of
that
them won't
saw
be.
him
Yeah,
then. Yeah,
yeah,
and um, uh, like a lot of the older people, middle-aged people that saw Elvis are gone, and
yep,
some of the children maybe were too young to remember the details.
yeah.
So I was in a good age to,
Mm,
still be able to tell what
yeah.
happened.
That's right. Yeah, you and Gina and Dave, I guess, all of the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
generation. Yeah.
yeah. The ladies that were screaming and got they were mostly close to the stage.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a great cover. The FTD CD has a great cover, Amarillo 77, where Elvis is throwing a scarf, and you've got all
Yeah,
these
yeah, and
arms
yeah, yeah,
reaching up
yeah,
for the scarf. It's a great cover.
yeah.
It's probably the best part of
Mm.
the whole
But
release.
yeah, the spring tours, the DVD spring tour, no, the DVD. I'll do it again.
Sure.
The CD from FTD, the spring tours, is a very good um, thing to buy if you're interested in that period,
Mhm.
because it has very good sound quality.
Right. They were professionally recorded, weren't they?
Yeah,
I think they were
because
looking for.
they didn't have enough material for an album.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, did Elvis live up to your expectations when you saw him live?
uh, he he both didn't, and he also exceeded
Hmm.
my expectations. His voice sounded more powerful, in the concerts than
Hmm.
on records. And I guess they didn't have the equipment then to catch the dynamics of his voice. Um,
Yeah.
so, for instance, "Hurt" on the recorded version um, is no way near what it was live.
Mm. That seems to be a song that, yeah, a lot of fans single out from those final performances.
Yeah.
Bit of a highlight,
Mm.
Okay. Final question then, Mats. Could you tell us something about Elvis's popularity in Sweden then and now?
Uh, Elvis' popularity in Sweden has always uh, been been high, uh, and uh, but it's been mostly focused on its earlier material.
Hmm.
So none of the studio albums from the 70s went high on the charts here, but like in 1974, there was a compilation called Elvis Forever
Hmm.
that went, number 10 on the charts.
It's a German album, wasn't it?
Yeah. So a lot of the material from the 50s and early 60s, that's what people associate with Elvis.
Yeah.
But like he after Aloha from Hawaii which was on TV here, but not live. But
Okay.
a few
Yeah.
weeks later,
Okay.
his popularity, he gained popularity in Sweden.
Right.
But uh, none of his studio albums from the 70s were that popular here.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's fairly similar in my country in the UK. I don't think they were
Yeah.
massive sellers in the 70s, but having said that, they're not rare, so they must have sold,
Mm. But
reasonably well.
I think in the 70s, Elvis was a lot more popular in Sweden and Europe than, for instance, in California. Like my classmates in California, they hardly heard of Elvis. They,
Really?
they yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, I guess nearly 20 years have gone by.
mm,
In fact, yeah,
yeah.
just 20 years have gone by, hasn't it, since he first became
But
famous?
of course, that was a big boost mm, in his popularity when he after he died.
Hmm.
Uh, he was that after that he's mm, uh, he was a legend when he lived, but he was even more a legend after he died.
Yeah. Do young people still know him in Sweden, or is he kind of fading from?
Not the general. Uh, the, of course, some do, some don't, but
Mhm.
um, there's still an Elvis Club active in Sweden,
Right.
and and I, I, uh, I'm not active in that club. I don't belong to it. But uh, in 2018, I went to one of their. Um, they have a meet every year,
Hmm.
and so I went there with you know, two people locally here that are in the club,
Mm.
and they persuaded me to get in, participate in the quiz.
Hmm.
They have a quiz,
Right.
and I reluctantly accepted, and but and there was um, yeah, I made it to the finals,
Very good.
and I won the whole
All right.
thing.
Yeah, what did you win? What was the prize?
Well, it was a book.
A
It was a
book.
book about Elvis's British recordings. Uh,
Oh, right.
with it, yeah, but it was
Right.
the honor was great. I thought here I show up, from nowhere,
Right. Right. Steal the
and
show.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
When was
that
that?
was one of that was in 2018.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
The guy who had won for 3 straight years, he wasn't looking happy.
No, no, I bet not. Yeah. You took his book.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, I think that'll be a good place to stop at this point then, Matt. So thank you very much
Mm,
for sharing your memories with us.
mm.
And if anybody has any questions or comments about the video, please drop them in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, and
Oh,
thank you, Matt.
oh, thank you for having me, and do keep up your good work.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best.